Good evening, Your Fitness First community. Hope you're all okay this evening. Doing a live Q&A this evening. So I've had a few questions over the last week about different things. I've spoke to a few different people privately who've wanted a bit of advice. So I've put a few, if you want anything asking tonight, just ask me in the comments. I'll quite happily answer the questions. But the few questions that have come up quite often are different ones about how set up certain things. So tonight I'm just going to give you a little bit of advice on how we get going with certain things and a few questions that I've been asked. So it's only going to be 10-15 minutes, little live, just to answer these few questions. So the first question I get asked mostly is how do I work out a healthy calorie defect? So personally, there are plenty of different calculators online. I use one, it's a calorie calculator and it's called calorie.net. It's a really good one. It works out, all you need to do is put your age, your body weight in there, your height, and then it'll work out your calorie deficit. It'll do a maintenance calorie, losing a little bit of weight, losing a bit more weight, or losing extreme weight. So it's always, and I always go for not the extreme one, because that's always too much of a low calorie one. Go for the next one up. It's usually about 12 to 14, 1500 calories, depending on you and how active you are throughout the week. Because it asks you as well how many times you work out, how active are you, and they're all important things. And the thing is, if you're feeling full, try and kick some more calories out. If you're feeling like you need to eat a bit more, if you're working out too much and need to eat a bit more, eat a bit more. But it's keeping that plateau and keeping that level at weekend. I know some people are like, oh, can I save some for weekend and stuff? Yeah, it can be done. You can have different days where you can go up one, come down some, just to fuel you. So if you're working out one day, you could fuel yourself more, and then you could come down a little bit the next day when you're not working out so much. It's entirely up to you. Whatever works for you is a really good way. But yeah, calorie calculator .net, it is online. It's a really good one. It's totally free. You just go on there, put your stuff in, and it could work out there your good calorie defect, which is always the best way to lose weight. Another question I've been asked is how often should I work out? And it's quite a simple one, this one, because it's how often can you fit it in? How often do you feel like working out? I work out probably between 3 to 5 times a week personally. I do the lives and then I do my own workouts as well. But it depends on what you can fit in and how much you can fit in. So they say try and work out between half an hour and 60 minutes each time. That's why I try and do the lives for half an hour when I do them, because it's a good workout. It's usually high intensity or good weight workout, which covers everything. So I'd say between 3 and 5 times a week to get working out personally, and that's what they recommend anyway. So whether a working out can be something moderate to something vigorous, so it could be a 20-minute HIIT workout, which is a really good HIIT way to work out, or you could do an hour weights, 45-minute weights, really good session, having rest in between, really working the body, or even you could go for a walk, half an hour to an hour walk. Really is a good workout. You know what I mean? Walking 3 miles is the same, you're going to lose the same calories as going running 3 miles. Just have less impact on your knees, especially when you get older like me. So yeah, on that one, I'd say 3 to 5 times a week, depending on what you want, what results you want, and how quick you want to lose weight or keep fit, or what you're training for. If it's just personally, if it's mental health, I'd say get out every day and do a little bit of a workout. Personally, that helped me when I was struggling. I did walking, I did yoga, I did weights, and I did HIIT training and stuff like that. So I did all that, and it really did help me move from mental health issues. So yeah, that's always a good one. Next question I asked was, what sort of food should I eat? So the thing is, if you're eating and you're setting a calorie deficit, as long as you're staying in with a calorie deficit, so you're not going over it, you'll be perfectly fine what you eat. Yes, you eating healthier will help you lose weight quicker, but a calorie is a calorie, whatever it is. So whether you're eating a Big Mac and you have a Big Mac meal and that's your 1,000, 1,200 calories a day, just one meal, that's still the same as having 3 meals a day, but different. That's nice portion. So I go for the protein yogurt in the morning with granola and fruit. Dinner, I'll have a salad, so it'll either be chicken or tuna with a bit of cheese sometimes, with salad, so peppers, onions, tomatoes, really good mix of stuff, spinach, green leaf stuff, so it's really good for you. And then in the evening, I'll have chicken with some veg and a bit of pasta, rice, maybe a bit of sweet potato, something like that. But it's entirely up to you. If you're following a calorie deficit, just eat within a deficit. That's all they ask, because every calorie is a calorie. It doesn't make a difference. You will perform better, you will recover better from workouts if you're eating healthier, and you will lose weight quicker if you're eating healthier. It's a guarantee. But I know somebody who's had one meal a day, and they lost about 2.5 stone in about 8 weeks. Not a healthy way of doing it. I didn't recommend it to them, but they did it, and they're happy with that. They're happy with the results you got. It's whether you can be disciplined and not eat that much little food. Personally, I couldn't. But another one as well is drink the water. 2 litres of water a day. This is a 2.2 litre. I'll have this in a day. Probably some more some days, depending on if I'm working out or not. So, yeah, foods, you've got to just be aware of what you're eating. You can eat basically what you want if you're doing a calorie deficit, but just keep within the calories. If you're going to eat cake and chocolate all day, it's not going to work, is it? Because you've got high fat calorie content and stuff. So you've got to be sensible, healthy, eat well. The guide is a really good guide for what sort of foods you should have. And if you do struggle with portions, I've always said before, smaller plate. Always go for the smaller plate. Always happy it works better. And I did that when I first started, just putting portion size down, smaller plate, and it really didn't help me lose. What did I lose? I lost 2.5 stone since I've started this. So I can't lose anymore, otherwise I might disappear. So people keep telling me, but I'm all right. I'm quite happy where I am. The next question is cardio or weights better for weight loss? On that one, you could argue it depends. I'd mix of both. That's why I do it on my lives. It's just a mix of doing a few cardio sessions, and cardio is anything from going for a walk, not a brisk walk that is, to doing a HIIT workout, to doing a cardio aerobic workout, and then weights. So the ideal is to do probably a 30-minute 3 times a week cardio to an hour, and then doing 20 to 40 minutes of weights twice a week. That's ideal. That's what you're looking at for an ideal weight loss, and but again, it all depends on whether you're eating in that calorie deficit. I know a lot of gyms do say weights only, but you need that cardiovascular system. You need to be able to work the heart, to have a healthy heart, which really does make you stronger, or physically gives you more energy, everything. So I'd say a good mix of both. If you want to go losing weight, get the shape, then yeah, go for weights, go for heavy weights, as heavy as you can lift, and try and do that at least 2 to 3 times a week, but do the cardio as well in between. It certainly does help. When I first started, I could say that, yeah, I got out walking more, and I did lift a lot of weights to get the shape, get the shoulders, get the back, get the biceps and stuff, and it really did help. But it depends what you want. It depends what you want it for. And if you've hit that plateau as well, this is another question I always get asked. I've hit a plateau, and it does, because your body gets used to the exercise. You're going at a certain pace all the time, and you're not pushing yourself to those limits that you know you're capable of. You've got to start taking the intensity up. So you either can intensify it by adding more weight, you can add more time, you can do it more often, so frequency, and you can just literally intensify the pace of everything. So there are 4 ways you can intensify things. If you haven't got the time, lift heavier weights. If you, again, do it quicker, so put more oomph into it, get your heart rate up there more, keep it elevated more, really help you if you're going through a plateau stage. But keep going, don't give up. It will always, your body adapts and it'll get used to it, and then you've just got to push it that little bit further and it'll go again, and then it'll reach another plateau, then it'll go again. It is really, really, really good way of doing it. So that's that one. Next question I've been asked is, can I track my progress? So when I first started, I did a few challenges. So I did like sit-up challenges, press-up challenges, burpee challenges, stuff like that. Just set myself up little challenges to see how many I could do in a minute, or 30 seconds, stuff like that. Just test yourself, and then write the results down, and then go back and do it again. There are lots of different fitness tests online. There's a Rockport 1 mile, 1.5 mile walk, run or walk. There's a 6-minute walk test, so how fast can you walk in 6 minutes? Nice brisk walk, nice easy one. You can test yourself. Let's go on a brisk walk. And there's different ways of testing yourself for fitness. You can do a squat test. There's all sorts of different ways to testing how you're progressing. But also a good way to track your progress is taking photos. People say about weight, checking your weight all the time. I don't check my weight. If I look in a mirror and I'm happy with the way my body is, that's good enough for me. My BMI says I'm over. So I've got 13.5% body fat. So how does that work? I'm over my BMI. BMI is not really much. As long as you're happy with your body and you're happy with the shape of your body. So like I say, taking photos, so taking a photo from the front, the side, and the back is a perfect way to track your progress, because you'll see your body change. As a woman, you'll change your body shape all the time, and it'll definitely help your progress, rather than tracking your weight all the time. Because if you're tracking your weight and you're looking at it and you're going, oh God, my weight's still not changed much now, and you just get disheartened and you can lose progress all the time, and it's not the best way to do it. So I always say photos is definitely the way forward. Challenges again, and a journal, a gym journal. So if you're doing a workout, you can get a gym journal from Amazon. Really cheap they are, and you can write down your workouts in there, what you've done, what sort of time you did it in, how long you did it for, what your weights you're picking up, and try and progress next time, even if it's by 1 more rep. It's like I always say, 1% better every day, 1 more rep. So instead of just sticking to the normal 12, next time I'm going to do 1 more. I'm going to do 13. Add that extra rep in. Really push yourself every time, and just go, right, if you can't, like I say, because not many people can get to the gym, or they haven't got the weights that can change all the time, just add extra reps in. Just think, right, I can do 1 more rep every time. Just do 1 more rep, do 1 more rep. And then when you can, try and get some bigger weights. Once you've got to over 20 reps or 25 reps, then you get a bigger weight. And then you go again, you start low and you build yourself up again. You're going one more rep higher each time. And it's a good way of tracking your progress through the journal, because you can write down, see, look back, and you can reflect on where you've been and what you've been doing. So that's another good one. So that's 4 good questions I've been asked tonight. If anybody's got any more questions, I'm quite happy to answer them now. But I did have one more the other week that somebody did ask me. They asked me what sort of stuff I do. So yes, I'm a personal trainer, which I'm fully qualified for, level 3. I am doing my exercise referral this weekend course, which is down in Winslow, so I'm doing that as well. But also I do a lot of life coaching stuff. So I do a lot of mindset training, changing your limiting beliefs. I do meditation training. I've got all sorts of little tools under my belt to help people with mental and physical health conditions that can really help you move forward with your life. So there's lots of different there's different tools that I can use, strategies. I've got some people that help for free, just a quick phone call here and there, and I'm really helping them move forward with the mental health. I had a client last year that was really struggling, and they said, excuse me, sorry, I'm now lashing here. They said that I changed their life. So, and he still send me texts now and thank me almost every time I see him. And we still chat. It's amazing that I've helped them move forward with the life. And there's other people have helped as well. So many different aspects of what I do, but a lot of it is around physical and mental health, helping people move forward. There's a lot of anxieties in the world at the moment. There's a lot of stress, a lot of things going on out there that you don't really need to worry about, but people do, and the news always magnifies everything and stuff. But yeah, I can help people overcome lots of different things. I've overcome it myself. So all the tools that I've learned on the way, and they do work. I've got lots of different little tools. So yeah, that's all I've got time for tonight in the Q&A. But yeah, I thought I'd just do a little bit of a live one there. So if anybody's got any more questions, like I say, ask away on the comments. Quite happy to keep answering them each week, or next week I'll have another little topic to talk about. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's all I've got time for tonight. Hope you all have a good evening. I will try and get a live done this weekend, but I'm not sure when, because I've got a really busy weekend, like I say, with my exercise referral, so it might be Monday, to be fair. Do another, but yeah, I probably will be thinking about it, because I've got football Saturday morning and I've got my exercise referral class on Sunday, so yeah, busy weekend. So yeah, I will get on live Monday morning. We'll do a HIIT workout, fast and furious, start the week off, get that heart rate going and really get it pumping. So it's going to be 6:30 when I do the workouts now every morning, so you can either join me live or catch up in the replay. So hope that's okay. Like I say, if you've got any more questions, let me know and I'll quite happily answer them. So you take care, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend and I'll see you Monday. Take care. Bye bye.